Hey everyone, thank you so much for clicking on this review. The fact that you are willing to sacrifice a few minutes out of your day to consume my content really does mean the world to me. For those of you that are unaware, I review everything that gets released on Netflix. So if you're ever curious about a new movie, series, or show, if you want to know if it's any good or not, come to my channel and I will let you know. And today we're going to be talking about Our Great National Parks, which is a wildlife documentary series where we actually follow Barack Obama as we travel around the world looking at these great national parks. And this was a series that I actually enjoyed a lot more than I thought I would. The last few documentaries about wildlife have left me feeling rather disappointed, wanting to know more. In regards to entertainment, not really there. Education, yes, maybe, but entertainment, not so much. This series is able to really find a good balance between entertainment and education, and it really allows you to follow through and follow around on this journey to find all of these different places. It's a lot of fun and it's really engaging, and by far the best thing about this entire series to me is just the absolutely beautiful visuals that we get. We get to see these animals in beautiful visuals and in sequences that are mind-blowing. And that's something I've always really enjoyed. So yes, we follow Barack Obama as he travels to a variety of different parks around the world. And I have to say, the first episode put a bit of a damper of things on it for me, because we're jumping across all of these different little stories, all of these different scenarios. And I guess it's a great way to introduce the series to a viewer, to give them a bunch of different quick stories, to introduce them to the idea of the show. But it doesn't really allow you to consume as much as you would like of these unique locations and these unique animals. Starting from episode 2 onwards though, where we start to spend entire episodes within one specific park or one specific region, then everything starts to become a lot more entertaining and a lot more educational, because you're really able to spend time in that ecosystem and in that environment, learning how it all works and how everything functions. That's when the series really starts to become a lot more engaging and exciting for me. Barack Obama is a great narrator, a great host for this show. And very often when it comes to wildlife shows like this, if you don't have an engaging narrator, if you don't have an engaging host, your show is going to fall flat. And thankfully, he was really able to give across a informative insights into this world while still being entertaining enough for you to keep being hooked and keep rewatching episodes and watching episodes and moving forward like that. So whether you loved or hated Barack Obama as a president, I'm South African, his politics really didn't impact my country that enormously. But whether you loved him or hated him as a president, he is a good host, and you can see that there is a passion and a love for wildlife. So if you're there for the conservative side of things, if you're there for conservation, if you're there because you want to learn more about these animals, he is a great host that gets the job done. And then by far the most fantastic part about this series was the visuals. I mentioned this in the intro, absolutely amazing, breathtaking stuff over there. And as someone that was professionally a wildlife videographer, as someone that spent a lot of time in the wild filming animals and figuring out the best way to film them, I can look at this and honestly, I got a little bit emotional at times because it was breathtakingly beautiful, absolutely stunning. Some of the best visuals or sequences I've seen in a wildlife documentary series. And you can tell by these shots, by the angles and by everything like that, that these videographers cared about what they were filming. You can tell very often when a camera crew is just sitting on a vehicle driving around filming things, or when they're at a distance. But because of the exact angles they were able to get and the lack of obstructions, you can tell that the videographers got really close to the action here. These guys weren't just sitting in a vehicle, they were walking around, they were getting low, they were getting in the dirt, they were searching for those shots, they were making sure they got themselves some beautiful shots. And that was awesome, being able to just sit there and watch this crocodile just attack this fish, or seeing these night shots, or seeing these underwater shots. It's really, you have to admire the work of the videographers in a series like this. So yes guys, this is probably one of my favorite wildlife series I've watched in quite a while. I'd say from an educational point of view, maybe they could have gone in a little bit deeper, but I definitely did learn quite a bit. And that's all I can ask for at the end of the day. If I'm learning about wildlife and I'm entertained while it's happening, then the series has done its job. So I would recommend this to those of you who are looking for a good wildlife documentary series. And then also what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell you guys about a series that I've been producing over at Zapcast. It's called Claws and Paws. It's also a wildlife zoology series. Basically, we have two zoologists, Serpi and Bruce, basically breaking down a bunch of different topics, a bunch of different talking points. In fact, if I'm not mistaken, they have an episode releasing today at 5 p.m. So guys, seriously, go check that show out as well. But thank you so much for watching my review. It really does mean the world to me. Hey everyone, thank you so much for watching that video. I really do appreciate it. If you did and you want to watch more of my content, then quickly subscribe. But I want to let you know about the podcast that I'm busy running over on Zapcast's YouTube channel. If you are a content creator wanting to learn, then check out the ABCs of content creation. And if you are a nerd like me, check out the weekly Fundamentals.